Hello. Alright. For a second there, I thought my microphone wasn't working. But yes, it's time for more Final Fantasy XIV post Endwalker MSQ. Yep. I've got absolutely nothing else to do today, so I'm just gonna play some Final Fantasy. Hope you all are having an alright day so far. Should be the middle of the day, or if you are on the other side of the world, it's like middle of the night while you're doing awake. Oh, not my place to judge what you're doing with your free time. Alright then, let's continue to see where does it take us. Hey Ishka, how's it going? It's I suppose it's good evening for you. Let's see, once more into the void. Roshan's eyes seem to brighten at your arrival. So vain as always. The timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for ether, she agreed to aid us in a search for my sister. At each those suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable, and has been eaten steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the boy once more. Excellent. I shall inform Stola and Stinian, and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, I ask you to fetch Zero. She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting to Shinkawa. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we've attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. How is the stream quality, by the way? The last time I was streaming, seemed like I was experiencing some huge stuttering issues or lag when I was using my Live 2D avatar. This is a nice view. Oh, if only this giant flaming halo wasn't in the way. cutscene. Get to hear more Zero's silky smooth voice, hopefully.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
Specifically, you.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
I wonder if this NPC has anything to say. Excellent news, trade has resumed, and merchants from all over are once again passing through the city peddling their wares. Our town finally feels a touch more vibrant. Nothing quest relevant then. I still will be experiencing some lag here. Yep, unfortunate. It seems like I am still experiencing some issues here. Let me switch back to my PNG and hopefully that solves something. Gonna move around for a bit, see whether that still lags. Because if I do, then I really have no idea what else to say. Oh well, yeah, it's so much smoother now. Guess I'm stuck with being a PNG for now. Well, easier for me, I suppose. Don't have to worry too much about my other hardware. Let's see. Steam. If you're ready to get back to it, then so am I. I've been at great work discussing our experiences in the void with the alchemists. While we found much of it surprising, they were especially shocked to learn that darkness prevents souls from finding rest. So much ether. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I have to get used to this.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it? He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust?
There must be Alphinaud on the other side.
Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium. We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
We have no reason to doubt Preacher. Let's depart for Garlemald as soon as possible. Sister, was it really you? So that was the Dragon's Roar. Quite a trick, doing one's voice of ether. Cold view. The student is understandably bewildered. By all accounts, Ashdaya is Golbez's prisoner. Yet, if she was in the source, it could mean that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Oh hey, free talk. I thought to depart from Razahan sooner, but Y'shtola insisted I bring warmer clothes. This vessel does not feel cold as such, but she reminded me that, so long as I am Varsha, it would be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they have been keeping well. People live in such places, do they? Not that I presume to know their preferences, but it seems comfortable. What's the okay stole as winter wear? Very practical.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're doing a fine job. Sounds like quite the undertaking.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel? Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
Well, you know how it goes, being the warrior of light and not the savior of humanity and other worlds.
But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Oh. I mean, it's true that we are busy, but I suppose we should have at least extended the invitation.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
Perfectly fine.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Garlemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon Void-sent servants. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the Void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible.
Not sound fishy to anyone here at all. The captured dragon somehow manages to slip out into the source and slip back into the void.
Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot, nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start, though the question of how to get there remains.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Thanks to Alphinaud Alizé, we might yet learn something of Ashdaya. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary here at the camp. Let's see what we find at this village. I expect it's been a while since you spoke of Euless. We'd be glad to see you. The people here struggle to survive as it is. The last thing they need is for Garlemald to be overrun with Voidsent. A village of Voidsent users. Lest you think I have feelings of this, I don't. But what others do is not my concern. Oh, Sylvain. What a welcome surprise. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupted you on this. There is a matter we wish to discuss. We've just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is this about the void set? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, we had a village fair in the Lapis Minolis caverns. The South wielders forged pacts with Voidset and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in the military, but the advent of match attack saw them fall out of favor. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. My sister has been taken captive by Voidset. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search for her. If Voidset have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not so easily reached. Afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. It should still be over as Cerulean engines. It was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to return to Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they might have to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. Might I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voicent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Elzay was it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. I shall go and brief the contingent on the Voidset issue, then they too may be prepared. Right. I really like this new mount. If you want to eavesdrop, be my guest. Doesn't matter to me.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Did I say something that confused or upset you? No. I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. Oh, that's a relief. This isn't some sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much far to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive. So let's speak with the first one on the spot. This is the right thing to do. This is one of the engineers, I think. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. We understood our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, I'll say. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean Ages. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the map? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on the rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your memory roaring again. That's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come back with us to Camp Broken Glass, and we'll take it from there. And hello to you too, Bolthammer. I am doing fine. It's been a busy few days for me. I think past week, quite a lot on my plate to do. So it's nice to have some free time to play some video games and stream. And how about you? How have you been? Thank goodness we were able to find someone to help with repairs. You mortals are more sensitive to the cold than I realized. The body is made differently, so I feel nothing. Zero's literally built different. Don't you worry, the mammoth is in good hands. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big, so are its parts. Some strong backs should make Robo go faster. You have ours. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it. Aye, we have a solid grasp of the area, as well as the sites of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for voice scent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. Draft matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Sylvain? How about you, Zero? I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. At first I didn't know what to make of Zero, but her frankness speaks to me. I like her. I can't say I understand Alice's answer, but adept is adept. Kindled spirit. Alphino is in need of a helping hand. My thanks again for agreeing to help. Beelzebub contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Also, Vane, looks like you're with me then. Voice and sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Ablin Rime. Shall we? Wasn't, or spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastwards and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any voices, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Very well. You survey your surroundings, but do not spy an errant void scent. I think that was a little bit obvious. Let's interact the whole team. The point is on also to the start of the road, so let's deal with this one here. Nope, not at all. Oh, small. Let's start at what's this?
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
You're doing your best. Anyone can see that.
Oh? Lest you misunderstand, I wasn't fishing for a compliment. As I said, I'm doing this because I want to.
Sure, I'll say. Everything.
Still, I appreciate your support. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Meanwhile, the tertiary.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along. I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim Step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them. Never had a dumpling. It's like the kind of bread stuffed with a filling, meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right? I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Interesting.
Fascinated by meat buns.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alize!
He was on patrol, so if he's come back early, then... Well, shouldn't you see what's wrong? This seems urgent. I've got a bad feeling about this. An unforeseen bargain. This distressed soldier has ill tidings to share with you. Give me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Void Scent are approaching from the mountains to the east. The numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. What? But Ishtola and the others. Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. Must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? I've already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. For suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the goods I gave you is worth anything, would you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people's safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let's go and find Stola and the others, and assist with the evacuation. Come, we need to find our comrades. Tertium will be fine. Euless and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft, where our friends and the engineer should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of Voidsent. If it comes to it, we must prepare. We must be prepared for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Sylvain? Upon departing from Tertium, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh, cool. Let's get to it.
Report. Lost contact. When? Voidsent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Voidsent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Voidsent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Damn these demons!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Yeah, that was not playing as Zero. It's a DPS class, in the same category as the Dragoon, so it should be unsettling.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass. More of them. Still more. Not good. I can't. How big must the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then? Just like that time. When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
Gotcha. And now we can get back to our business.
Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What? Who? You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Can you stand?
Jet Zero. Let's fight together. We're lonely, but we've come to help you.
All right. I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
Thank goodness we're not too late. Can you still fight?
Aye.
Press the attack!
Just warming up!
My strength is spent. I'll only get in the way.
Chin up! We'll get through this together!
Split up!
Stay sharp! Watch out!
Everyone all right?
Not finished yet.
We must weather this together!
I will repay this debt.
gone on long enough. I will finish it. Now!
Let's buy her some time.
That's good.
Well done!
You did well to find me out here.
We have Eulus to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
People of Garlemald, thank you.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Oh. What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
For mercy, there appears to have been no casualties in Tertium or elsewhere. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. Eulus has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. I can't help but wonder though, what possessed her to go and fight all those voice sent on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I thought one booze would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Well, it couldn't be me, but... Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Thank goodness we found Zero when we did. King of the Mountain. Relief is writ plain on Alphino's face. As Alizé said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her war, nor her battle to fight. Yet she risked life and limb for us nonetheless. That will not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect our friends will return soon. Once everyone has gathered, we can take stock of the situation. We've naught to do but wait for the others. They should not be much longer. Apologies for the delay. I finished replenishing my ether. Full glad am I to hear it. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed, many are still alive because of you. Both soldiers, not least of all. How fared you? Better than I did, by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of voice en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. With their help, we quickly dispatched all the voice en that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in hope. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport. Which is how Alizé, Sylvain, and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. Voice sent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby. Meaning more of them can come through at their leisure. It seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis, as you intend. What is the state of the snowcraft? Nearly operational, I believe. Retro is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them at civilian engines? Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what did you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You have kindled something within me. A compulsion. A desire to act that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to. And to that end, I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. I would also like to join you in tracing the voices to their origin, though that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find where the voice scents are coming from, and see that they stop. Take care, Zero. I will. Uh-oh. I'm stuck here. Let me just wait for it and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Alright. I have to say, I'm partially tempted to get to buy the Fenrir mount, the motorbike that Cloud uses in Adventure. Then again, I'm just holding out and hoping that the Regalia from Final Fantasy XV will show up again. This is quite a flight. Oh, it's right here. Cool. Seems to be a bit of an input delay. I'm glad the engineer is safe. I never forgive myself if something that happened to him on our account. For the sake of our friends, I pray we succeed in our mission. The Void Gate is, of course, our main objective. But if we can also find useful salvage, then all the better. To have to go to such lengths to traverse a single mountain. People of this land do not have easy lives. Mammoth is an apt name for the craft. Its prodigious size made defending it difficult, but it came through unscathed. Every shred insisted in staying behind to guard the snowcraft. He's anxious to get up that mountain, and understandably so. It's good to see you all safe and well. The craft stands ready, and I'm pleased to say, our engineer friend has worked tirelessly. Since he won't match for any of my alchemists. There you are. Your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Varshan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. But Mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can leave the piloting to me too. It'd be my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. You are too kind. Thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? When we find whoever's responsible for unleashing the Void Scent, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. As we hopefully demonstrated, we are still capable of holding our own in battle. Which is to say, please don't hesitate to rely on us. If there is indeed a Void Gate, then there will be Void Scent, and not merely lesser ones. Be on your guard for all manner of threats. Once aboard the Mammoth, we will all need to change into attire more suitable for combat. It can be no coincidence that a Void Gate has opened where Vridra sends a sister. In all likelihood, something is in the offing. We must be prepared. I don't make a habit of fighting a top Magitech, but it shouldn't be any more difficult than doing so astride a dragon. I welcome the change of pace. Come, Sylvain. Let's find the truth of my sister Zora. Just say the word and we're off. I think this is a pretty good lineup. I was hoping I could carry everyone with me, but seems not. Come then and see what awaits us. Careful out there. Yeah, not much. Not like to see much through the snow.
Out of my way!
Oh boy, this Zag is gonna make it near impossible to do this engine thing.
You forced my hand. You forced my hand.
Hopefully that's the last of those wind beast bastards. I'm afraid it's as far as Mammoth go. We'll have to make it the rest of the way on foot. Quite as far as the eye can see. Alva's Canis Kings. Alva's Bear. They're really just White Wolf and White Bear.
You forced my hand. No mercy.
That's far enough.
There. You forced my hand. There.
This will hurt.
You forced my hand. I am of the first brood.
This will hurt. Be gone!
You forced my hand. I am of the first brood.
And this helm strike. Oh, I see. It's this set. This snap is bananas.
Got you!
You forced my hand.
You cannot stop us!
There's this force that permeates this place. Right, go this way.
You forced my hand.
That's far enough!
Sol is convinced this magic tech will spark a revolution in warfare as we know it. And as he devotes further resources to his advancements, our arts continue to fall out of favor. I fear the age of the Reaper has come to an end. After all our forebears have sacrificed for the good of the Empire, the blood spilled, the lives lost, they would dare deem us relics of a bygone era. Indeed, they believe their future lies with the Reaper battle armor. Aspirants are reminded not to approach the figures of the Pale Harvest without express permission. They should be treated with no less reverence than Galatea herself, and are hardly less dangerous. Only those who have successfully forged a pact with an Avatar can spar with the Galatea Parva. They will serve to refine one's use of invocations and tactical coordination. The Galatea Magna, however, is reserved for those who are able to serve as hosts to their avatar. This precious mannequin instrument, designed to push a Reaper to their limits, if not beyond it. Learn to walk in death's shadows, and you shall know no fear.
Out of my way!
Maintenance of the Galatea must be handled with the utmost care. The delicate art of their making has long since been lost. Making repairs difficult, and reproductions all but impossible. The knowledge was kept secret, passed down to those who would inherit the position of Master Tollmaker. That is, until one man chose to break with tradition. He claimed to be living on a journey in pursuit of an unparalleled beauty, but we never learned the truth of it. The only thing that is certain is the art of our forebears left with him. What possessed them to create such automata? Very well.
You cannot stop us! the first brood. I shall come upon the foe. I am of the first brood. I am of the first brood.
Complete. Equal to Drusilla. What did you do? Oh, that's not unsettling at all. Let's make haste. But now this gauntlet's defending. Do you see any better? Nope. Gauntlets make me look like that. Into Fonz Manelis. Is everyone alright?
No mercy. You forced my hand.
Hey, pick up the chest over there. Oh, right, no, I got a material. Ooh, that's lovely.
You cannot stop us!
That's far enough!
See what awaits us here.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyatso!
Gentlemen. Good. Alright, let's take a look. What is it they seek?
I've been waiting so long! Don't disappoint! Brace yourselves! There! I bring my all to bear! Drink deep of blackest terror! I wonder how you'll taste. Battle to so whet the appetite. Be swallowed by the tide!
Is everyone alright?
Right! I am of the first brood! How do you like this? Good. The frigid flow.
Darkness, take you! I am your head!
Why are you still alive?
I am your end!
No mercy.
You're just letting him hang around there is a good idea. You should just destroy him where he stands. Never seen such a voice with such command. Awesome. Bet they could open up the large gates of the largest struggle. I feel your presence, sister. Where are you? Oh, that was a challenge. Now this male offending.
Tell me one thing, Cagnazzo. A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
I dare say what you felt was this.
By the sisters. What have you done to Ashdaya?
If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez. Assuming you've the strength to face him. A pity I will not see the plan to fruition. But my part is done, and to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart. My makes it all the more worthwhile.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great flow.
I've seen one of these in a while.
By the gates closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Ashdaya, I prayed we might meet once more.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
So what now?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more Voidsent.
Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
Does he look so defeated? We're closer to finding his sister, are we not? Bet they should go as far as to use Ashdaya's eye as bait. What could they be after? Oh, Ashdaya. So, we have discovered the source of the Void Center outbreak in Garlemald. A gate forced open from the void. The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. Elsewise, I see little reason why the Reapers chose to live in such an inhospitable place. Even if the conditions are ideal, talking about a gate that could pass an archfiend, opening one so large could not have been easy. In the Age of Alec, Emperor Xandu created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of ether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat would be possible from within the void. One need but have the requisite amount of ether, such as that harbored by a great worm's eye. And its ether is indeed greatly diminished. In Sylvain's vision, Bulbas let his archfiends feed upon Ashdaya's ether, if he has also taken an eye to open his gate. It does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. What I find curious is why our foes chose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Ashdaya vanished into the void. And while their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly was Karnaz's part in that he had finished? Karnaz's intent was for his partner words to give us pause, but he has succeeded. To embrace death, to find satisfaction in living. Perhaps it is indeed true that many void sent yearn to return to the live stream. Why does he look so defeated? How close to find his sister? The eye explains how they managed to cross over, but we still don't know why they chose this time and this place for an incursion. A dragon's resolve. Varsha stares at the floor despondently. Oh, Ashdaya, what has become of you that even your eye should be so spent of ether? Cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer. But how will I find her? What must I do? Calm yourself, Ritra. I appreciate that you are upset, but such passion clouds your judgment. You must endeavor to remain calm, to remain composed. When your mind is clear, we may consider how to proceed with our search. You're all right. In the meantime, I'll help Alphino and Alzay back up the village. That sounds like a fine idea. We should go as well. Pray, give me a moment longer. Because we're so... We're to help Alphino and Alzay, are we? There's little else of interest here, so I wouldn't be opposed to the diversion. Let's take comfort in the knowledge that the Void Gate is closed, and that the people of Garlemald need fear the Void Center words no longer. Leave Ritra be. Needs time alone with his thoughts. Oh, you've come too. Don't see Ritra with you. Is everything alright? He needs a moment to himself. While he is in his post, we thought we'd lend you a hand. I've just finished patrolling the area, so we're fine on that front. There are no signs of Void Scent, and I doubt we'll see any more now that the gate has been closed. As for Alphino, he set his sights on the Cerulean Spring. We're hoping to take as much of the stuff as the Snowcraft can bear. That much fuel will keep the people warm for a little while. I've managed to procure a few suitable containers for transporting to Cerulean, and we're about to return to the spring. If you are mind to scrounge up more containers, I can take what you have now and get them filled. Thank you, Estinian. The more we can load into the Snowcraft, the better. Would you and your Stola mind helping us with our search then? You'll need to take any suitable containers to the spring, and then back to the Snowcraft once you fill them with Cerulean. Search for a leak-proof container and bottomless barrel. This is less a container and more received given its poor condition and physical holes. Will this be solid enough? Good luck finding a container. It is a welcome change to have Zero hopping of her own volition. That she is finally beginning to trust us. The container appears to be well suited for repurposing. It will be a fine choice for cerulean storage. You just need to carry this liquid fire to the snowcraft. It's simple enough. The container is now filled to the brim with soup. If ammo has been filled, you should hurry back and take it to the snowcraft. Stinan has already seen to the rest. Go on ahead. The others asked to remain here in the event they find more. Filled to the brim with cerulean. His handling of his container may result in severe burns to the death of your loved ones. Good work, my friend. I expect we'll have a sizable load to deliver. The snowcraft is all but overflowing with cerulean containers. However, several of the convoys have yet to arrive. Perhaps a nearby vantage point afford you a more favorable their return. Ah, they return.
Is Ritra not back yet?
My apologies for the delay.
Are you all right?
I am. As distressing as this turn of events was, The eye itself gives me cause to hope. While it is no longer possessed of Ashdaya's will, it may yet lead us to her. Were it not for your encouragement, I would never have dared to embark on my search, much less come this far. I will not lose faith. I will find my sister, wheresoever she may be.
We'll return the eye to her, together.
Though tainted, the eye has not fully succumbed to darkness. Ashdaya herself may have been able to resist its influence.
Well, as much as we'd love to take part in your next foray, we can't abandon our efforts here.
Indeed. We'll need to keep a close watch, in case the Void Gate opens again as well. Though should it prove safe to do so, I have some ideas for how we might put this village to use.
Do what you must. We will manage.
To free Ashdaya, I expect we will have to deal with Golbez once and for all. After which you may undertake your work without worry.
We look forward to the glad tidings.
You'll take good care of everyone, won't you?
What? Why do you ask me this?
Because comrades look out for one another, and I can't think of anyone more qualified to keep them safe.
True. I will do no less than I've promised.
If our respective plans are settled, then let us head back.
Apologize for my bout of melancholy. To be so easily shaken will become so great worm. You have remained at my side and ever offered me support and encouragement. I haven't the words to thank you. Ashdaya's eye hasn't succumbed to darkness bespeaks her incredible resilience. So let us trust in the sign that she yet lives, and be not deterred in our efforts. Reacher has quelled the tempest within his heart. He should be fine. I am not your keeper, nor do I know what you expect of me, but I will keep my word. It was so good seeing you again. I hope you remember to call us sooner the next time you need help. I suppose this is where we part ways for now. But we have every faith in you. We'll pray for your safety all the same. I'm glad we had the chance to talk, Zebra. Take care. Until next time. Till next time. Zero wishes to know your next destination. Paths barred. Am I right in assuming that we are to return to the void? Now that matters here have been settled, yes. But first we should return to Razahan to prepare. When everyone's ready, let us reconvene in Megaduta. It's time to teleport.
If everyone is ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadal's legacy. What was that?
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking it to sea, don't!
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Bowflower Isle with a boom! A massive fiend then took to the skies! Another blasphemy, we feared. But we didn't linger to find out.
Did you see where it was headed?
Can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you. Bafla Isle is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
In response to Karnyatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm. I shall assume my dragon form and seek it out at once.
Wait! You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
I'll see to the fiend.
You are right, Estinian. I will gather my soldiers and search the Isle for casualties. As you wish. The fiend is yours. the hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany him?
Very well.
Then Estinian and I will make for Alzadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response. Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
We know the Fiend was headed north. That still leaves a lot of ground for us few to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? We split up and make inquiries. In other words, we seek help from the locals. Think it best, then very well. So, where to then? The Great Work and the encampment and the Hamsa Hatcher. They're both places out to the north. And the people there may have indeed seen something. Very well. I will head to the Great Work and leave the encampment to you. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the buffalo remnants before heading north, you see. I saw what I thought was a ball of flame flung from an explosion, but now I wonder. It flew north, in the direction of Kadigar. If it is indeed, in fact, a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. Saw the light over the buffalo remnants too, did you? We sent scouts to investigate, but they've yet to report back. We'll continue to keep watch here, but if you learn anything, be sure to let us know. I presume you've come to investigate the explosion at the buffalo remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? The fiend emerged from the explosion and flew towards Kardga. By the sisters, had I learned of it sooner. Never mind, there's no time to waste. Our prize desires untold. Not price of the situation, Nadine is eager to take action. Confound it. We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. Must alert Commander once and instruct the people to seek shelter. I'll go and see if the fiend is indeed there. Is there a way to the top of God? What? You mean to go over there to investigate? Then again, you are more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish. We'll leave this in your hands. Giant Skull grounds are situated at the base of God. I myself am not familiar with the mountain paths, but the quarry workers are bound to know of many. Ketanura, for instance, he has worked very the longest. Go well, my friend, and may the sisters keep you. You want to climb Khadga? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake earlier, and it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit may be blocked. If you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Sramun. He climbs like a langer, and I might know some other way up, if not the gentlest. I'll reach the top of Khadga. After what has happened, that should be the last place anyone sane want to be. But yes, I am familiar with another route that should still be possible. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. But I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I'll take you to where the route starts, but no further, alright?
Hello, can you hear me? We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it. This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion. A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
Such an exquisite sight. The canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once.
One of Golbez's champions, I presume.
I am Rubicante, the archfiend of fire. A monster in flesh, yet in spirit I remain a man, a prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world, until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon. But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Use now successfully. Oh, I'm gonna have to face him with my fellow adventurers. Let us face it then. Right, have to sit here, relax, wait for you to pop. I do wonder what comes after this. Better yet, what other game stream brings to me. I'll find out. Wrath of the Righteous, perhaps. Again, I still have Lactose Opportunity that I haven't finished streaming. Started the other time, but I haven't finished it. Oh, while waiting for Q, I'm just gonna go fill my cup with more water. Thirsty as hell. Be right back. Oh, muted this whole time, man. Neither has the queue progress at all. Been sitting here for 14 minutes. Still no hard. Oh, already find out it is then. Oh, hopefully this will progress something. Hey, it's one here. Be nice. Fortunate am I that party finders thing. listen to that baller OST.
You stayed the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
What?
The archfiend of fire has no equal. The glory of fire. Flames to lick at your heels.
I'll be sure what to expect here.
Darkest flames to me!
Okay.
Naught but ash will remain. Flames to lick at your heels.
Oh, that's not good. Am I out of the line?
Darkest flames
Yes, I
to
am.
me! Naught but ash will remain. All will burn! Allow me to show you real flame. You've strength worthy enough of pride. But will it be enough?
Oh.
I am one with the flame. You are the first to behold this form. The flames rise higher. Look now on my essence made pure. Destruction incarnate. To ashes with you. Come, O dark! I shall tear you asunder!
Oh, I think I might miss a stack order.
Flames to lick at your heels. Darkest flames to me! Naught but ash will remain.
Nice.
It seems I was a step too slow.
To defeat all of us archfiends, you are strong indeed.
Why do you fight? What is it that you wish to save?
You would know your enemy's heart.
I would.
Very well. It bleeds more than you can ever understand. But I will speak, and you will listen, and learn how all began.
How long has it been since the world was undone? Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath? Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains? But you are different. You remember who you were, and the paradise for which you fought. That world will never be ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever. Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
There is no hope, no freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
I speak truth. The Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14. There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality. A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own. Count me in.
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause. A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
And thus did we begin our great work.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the Source?
Just so. Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
So in turn you wage another?
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken. Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls, until only the hunger remains. Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
I don't know. About this and a great many things. But I do know that it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way. Else I am already a hunger-maddened beast.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
You telling us this?
To be so viciously slandered. Pride demands I prove my virtue at the last. And perhaps your own will resonate with his, and draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
My inquiries delayed me. I'm not accustomed to conversation. I'm glad I arrived in time to speak with Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there's a better way. Yours. The future you strive for is one I wish to see. And I want to know why I feel this way. Why this fire burns in my breast. Zero is already contemplating your next move. There's nothing more for us here. What of Elzadal's legacy? Has there been word from Ishtola and the others? I see. Frustrating, perhaps. But better that the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more Voidsent. We should return to Megadusa and join the others. It seems the others are waiting inside. Let's join them. It is good to see you both return hale and whole. Your friends arrived not long ago and are ready with the social. Shall I show you in?
Thank goodness you're both all right. Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate. But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain? Golbez aspires to deliver Voidsent unto the source, where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed, Voidsent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
Prevent this.
The simplest way would, of course, be to strike at Golbez himself. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Indeed. Rubicante hath deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
I'm no scholar. I'll find another way to keep myself busy here.
How about a little training to keep your lance armor honed? Still alone, people are a match for those tomes.
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th?
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment. I will go for myself, to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
I will not fail you again, sister.
I will once more express my gratitude. By your hands, FFXIV saved yet again. But before you delivered my people, you helped me discover hope. When the sight of my sister's left eye... When the sight of my sister's eye left me bereft and adrift for a time. You may have lost the gate in Alzdal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel to the void. Together, you will find it. For now, I bid you rest and recover your strength. I too shall have my vessel proved ahead of our next foray. To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme. No matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see that he does not succeed. Meanwhile, on the moon 13th.
Cagnazzo and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow. In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they.
Oh hey, thank you for the follow, I. Welcome, welcome.
You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
Hello. How are you doing? Hope it's a fine day wherever you are. Oh, okay, see more of this mysterious moon.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
What lies beneath its surface? Beyond closed gates await sealed foe, where no path leads and none may go. Very nice. And now I'm done with my MSQ. Yes. Hello, yes. Fantastic. Ugh. Well, I think that is it for me for today. I do apologize that you've come to follow me only for me to end my stream not too long after. However, I do hope I see you again sometime. Perhaps tomorrow? Who knows? Or maybe later. We'll see how it goes. Oh, once more, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you again next time. Farewell.